Hello?
Mr. Ramos, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, you're on with the Denton City Council, and you have 4 minutes. Your time will begin just as soon as you've told us your name and address, and you may speak.
Oh, so I gotta say my name and my address first before we start?
Sure, if you'll just say your name and your street, that'll be fine, and then we'll start your time.
Okay, can I also give my phone number in case people gotta ask me question?
That's up to you. This will be out on the internet where a lot of people can hear it, so if you feel like giving your phone number, you can use your time to do that. Your choice.
Okay, then I will give my information first and then we can start. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Jesus Ramos. I live in Denton, Texas. My address will be 1501. Well, technically I'm homeless. My phone number will be 919-757-7173. I'm ready to talk when you're ready.
Go ahead. Your time will start.
Okay, I was arrested by the police officer. Well, when that happened was I was waiting in Starbucks after I got off from work because I was working Waterburg and University Drive. The security guard called the police officers on me, and any moment they asked me if I was okay or anything. Pretty much, they got close to me. I was asking for the name, badge number. Basically, they was refusing and anything. Basically, the female officer decided to arrest me because they believe I was not leaving. She put the handcuffs. They say I refused search and seizures. They put me back in the cop car, and when they put me in the back of the police car, I was having a panic attack. And then she was driving for like 5 minutes, and then she stopped, opened the door, and she hit me in the chest a few times. And then they get me out of the car, and they put after a while they put ammonia in my nose because they thought I was intoxicated, which is not even true. After that, they took me to the hospital, and I could not answer. But one of the panic attacks is just basically you still there, but you're not gonna be able. Basically, you not be able to speak. That's the one that I got. And pretty much I couldn't give information or anything. They no test or anything. And then they put the handcuffs on me, and they was yanking me. They almost break my arm. The question is, I like to know why a trespassing caused a citizen to get injured by the police. And the establishments of Starbucks do not tolerate any harassment of any kind. And pretty much the police officer doing CPR without checking the person's pulse and putting ammonia on people before thinking that that could be allergic. So I went to the hospital and I got an internal bruise because that injury. And a few weeks ago, after that, like a month, I was using the bathroom and my hand just got stuck, like couldn't move at all. So pretty much that's what don't happen. So now I got a criminal trespassing for no reason because I was sitting down in Starbucks for waiting, which is kind of dangerous for any person who's waiting in front of the store. You cannot do it anymore. So I feel like the police should basically contact the paramedic so they can check my pulse, but they never did. After the officer hit me, then I don't know where the paramedics show up. They was trying to talk to me anything, and I was just in a state of shock. Which is, in my opinion, like it's crazy where it just happened. Because I thought I had rights, but I feel I don't have rights at all. And this should not be happening to anybody. Because we never heard nobody getting arrested in front of the Starbucks for waiting. We got people before open the store just waiting to get a cup of coffee. And this happened at 3 a.m. in the morning when I was came out from work. And while I was inside the cell, they didn't offer me no water. And two, I got into the prison cell was basically I was crying the whole entire time. They was asking me if I was a trio like committing suicide. I continued saying, I don't know. I was confusing And basically the situation just messed me up mentally and physically. So I don't understand why the police officer feel like we're gonna charge you with criminal trespassing and abuse you and cause you injury and mentally problem, which is basically that's it just. And they told me,
Mr. Ramos.
yes.
Mr. Ramos, that's your 4 minutes. There may be questions from council members. If you'll hold on just a second, I do want to point out you're talking to the Denton City Council, who employs those police officers. If you have a lawyer, you may or may not want to consult them about whether or not you engage further with this council or answer any questions from this council. So, if you'll hold on just a second, I'll see if there are questions.
Go ahead.
Councilmember Armenter, do you have any questions?
Yes, I do. And I want to echo, obviously you want to, talk to a legal counsel, COUNSEL. Don't feel obliged to answer, any of the city council's questions. You and I have, just to be perfectly transparent, you and I have talked on the phone. You reach out to me because you saw my name on a sign. And it was, actually put up something about me in policing, and you saw that my number on that. That's how we got in touch. I wanted to ask, so have you obtained the body camera footage yet? And also, did you file a complaint? And again, you don't have to answer, but if you want to talk publicly about that, you can.
Yes. Yes, I did made a police complaint about it, and basically I speak the same story that I told him, that the police officer hit me in the chest, all that stuff, and he told me, the person who was making the police report, sorry that you see the police department like that, and I told him you need to train your officers more about people who has mental issues, because this should not be happening to anyone. And the reason why I haven't got into the video cameras is not because the lawyer advised me, because I never be in the situation. I don't know if I had the right to ask for that footage, but if I see it, I'm probably gonna be really, really angry.
So I'm not a lawyer, but you do have the right to ask for anything you want. I myself would like to see that body camera footage, but of course it's up to you whether or not you want to see it. Just to clarify, did you feel like they were, or were you told that they were trying to administer CPR on you as if you were unconscious, but you were actually conscious? Were conscious of everything while it was happening? Is that what you're saying?
The CPR, what technically is, I still cannot figure out. I asked a few people, and they told me the detective, he basically told me she was trying to revive me. That's what he told me. And I just
they were trying to
go ahead.
They said that they were trying to revive you, but you were already revived.
No, I was
conscious.
I was already conscious, because I feel when she opened the door and hit me in the chest, and they put it the ammonia. The whole time I can see it, but I cannot speak it because they stayed a shot. But I already spoke to somebody who basically is on the medical field, and they told me in order to make CPR, you gotta check the pulse before you do any CPR to a person, because you can kill them.
Anyway, thank you. Those are my questions, and I will do a follow-up with staff, asking them to show me the body camera footage. I'm concerned about the story. Would like to see it.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions for Mr. Ramos? Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ramos, for calling in. You have a good evening, okay?
Thank you.
That'll take us to our consent agenda. I believe what we have pulled are items A, D, H through Y, AC, AD, and AM. Do I have